Ranjan Tiwari. Today I am going to continue my lecture for class 9th, unit 3rd, chapter The Little Girl. In previous classes, I have taught you about this chapter and maximum part of this chapter I already discussed. Today I continue my lecture and I requested all the students, please listen carefully and try to understand the conclusion of the chapter. Paragraph 11. Oh, a butcher, a knife. I want Granny. He blew out the candle, bent down and caught up child in his arm, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully tucked up the child. He lay down beside her, half asleep still. She crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arms, held tightly to his shirt. Then the dark did not matter. She lay still. Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. In the 11th paragraph, writer Catherine Mansfield describes about the little girl position. When her mother was ill, and she was not present in the house, and she was totally alone on that day. When she was on the bed, and she found a nightmare. That nightmare, and he frightened to saw the nightmare, and he and he started shivering. She woke shivering to see father beside her, a candle in his hand. And she was crying out, Grandma, Grandma, and she found her father was standing beside her and a candle in his head. Her father asked her, what is the matter? The little girl said, oh, a butcher, a knife, I want Granny. And that little girl said, oh, a butcher. And little girl describes about the nightmare. And he blew out the candle, bent down and caught up the child in his arms. When her father heard the little girl requested, and he blew out the candle, and he caught up child in his arm and carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. There she found a newspaper on the bed, and she also found other papers, and he found her father carefully tucked the child and tucked her, and he lay down beside her. Half asleep still, she found the butcher's smile all about her, it seems, when she was not able to forget the nightmare, and the image of nightmare came on that time. And she crept close to him, and she was very close to her father, and snuggled her head under his arms. Snuggled means moved into a warm, comfortable position close to another person, and held tightly to his side, and he tightly held her father's shirt. Then the dark did not matter, and she lay still. And her father said to the little girl, if you feel any uncomfortable, then you rub your feet against my leg and get a warm, father said, and tried out. He slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her poor father, not so big after all. After some time, her father was very tired, so he slept before the little girl, and that time, little girl, a funny feelings, a funny nightmare, a funny feelings came over her mind, and she thought about her poor father, and he thought about the giant future of her poor father. But in that time, that figure was not so big, and that figure was very comfortable to her, and with no one to look to took after him. He was harder than grandmother. Her father was harder than grandmother, but her feelings was very soft, and she was very close to her father, and it was a nice hardness she expressed, and every day he had to work and was too tired to be a Mr. McDonald. In that time, that little girl compared to her father to her neighbor's Mr. McDonald, and she found she found my father was totally alone, no anyone after him to look. So he worked whole day, and he became very tired. So he had torn up all his beautiful writing, and she thinks about her mistake, and she had torn the paper and torn his beautiful writing. She started suddenly and sighed, and this imagination, this remembrance, very painful to the little girl, and she stirred suddenly and sighed. What's the matter? Asked her father another dream. When her father found her, when she was stirred suddenly, and father asked, "What is the matter? Why you afraid?" But that little girl was not afraid on that time, and she said, "Father, it is another dream." "Oh," said the little girl, "my head's on your heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have got, father dear." And little girl expressed her feeling about her father, and she said, "My head's in your heart" means in that time she was very close to her father, and I can hear it going means she was able to heard the sound of his heart beating, and she found what a big heart, and you have and she expressed, "Father, you have got a big heart." Through this story, Catherine Mansfield wanted to describe about the relationship between parents and the children. The relation between parents and children is very sweet for both, but the generation gap is the very important. Due to generation gap, they are not able to understand their feelings. They are not able to understand their hardship, etc. So through this story, writer wanted to say every parents, you go very close to your child, and then you try to make a sweet relation between child and the parents. So I requested all the students, I suggested all the students, if you understand this chapter very chapter, then you try to answer the given questions in your text. Answer a question. I want to read out some questions, and you try to answer these questions. What was Kezia afraid to her father? And who were the people in Kezia's family? And what was Kezia's father's routine? These are the questions. And you also try to write the long question answer. Kezia's effort to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. How did this happen? And next question, Kezia decides that there are different kinds of father. What kind of father was Mr. MacDonald, and how was he different from Kezia's father? Question number third, how does Kezia begin to see her father as a human being who needs her sympathy? And you also try answer of short questions also, and you try and you read the sentences below and you try to fill in the blanks. I think if you understand this chapter and if you read out this chapter very closely and you listen my lecture, then it is very easy to you to write the answer of these questions. If you feel any type of problem, then you consult me or ask me and I try to solve your problem. I want to stop my lecture. Thanks.